Ever feel like hotels are hiding something from you? Here's what the industry hopes you never discover, and it could save you hundreds on every stay. While you're focused on thread counts and room views, there's a billion-dollar system of hidden charges, legal loopholes, and psychological tricks designed to extract maximum profit from your wallet. Hotel operators have spent decades perfecting these tactics, and they're counting on your ignorance to keep their margins high. What you're about to learn isn't just money-saving advice, it's financial self-defense against an industry that profits from confused consumers. These aren't theories or rumors, but documented practices backed by consumer protection agencies and legal precedents. By the time you finish this, you'll never look at hotel bookings the same way again, and your bank account will thank you for it. Number 1. Hidden charges and fees. That 120 hotel room just became 200, and here's exactly how they're legally stealing your money. The resort fee scam is their biggest weapon, mandatory daily charges that don't appear in the initial booking price but get slapped on your final bill without warning. These fees can range from $25 to $55 per night and include vague services like facility access or amenities. But here's what they don't tell you. Spanish consumer law requires hotels to show the total price up front, and any undisclosed charges are considered abusive and illegal. If you arrive at a hotel and discover fees that weren't mentioned during booking, you have the legal right to refuse payment and file a complaint. Parking fees have become standard practice, even at hotels where parking was historically free. Wi-Fi charges for premium internet are another common trick, despite basic internet being considered a necessity by most consumer protection agencies. The psychological tactic is brilliant. By the time you discover these charges, you're already committed to your stay. You've traveled to the destination, your luggage is in the room, and disputing feels more troublesome than just paying. Smart travelers always ask for the total cost breakdown before booking and get written confirmation that no additional fees will be added. While others get shocked by doubled bills, informed guests know exactly what they're paying from day one. Number 2. Charging for included services. Hotels are charging you extra for services that should be free, and most guests just pay without questioning. The OCU, Spanish Consumer Organization, has documented cases where hotels illegally charge for gym access, spa entry, safe usage, pool towels, and basic Wi-Fi, services that should be included in your room rate. Here's the legal reality. If these services weren't clearly advertised as paid amenities during booking, the charges are illegal under European consumer protection laws. You can legally refuse to pay these surprise fees and demand they be removed from your bill. The gym scam is particularly common. Hotels will advertise fitness center access as an amenity, then charge $15.25 per day when you actually want to use it. Pool towel fees are another favorite, charging $5.10 for towels that were historically complimentary. Safe usage fees are especially frustrating because the safe is permanently installed in your room. Charging for its use is like charging extra for using the bathroom or turning on the lights. The trick works because most guests assume these charges are legitimate and don't question them. Hotel staff are trained to present these fees as standard policy without mentioning that they're actually optional or potentially illegal. Document everything when you check in. Ask specifically what services are included in your rate and get written confirmation. When surprise charges appear, politely but firmly reference your original booking terms and consumer protection rights. Number 3. Minibar price manipulation. Hotels charge 5-10 times retail price for minibar items, and some even charge you for just opening it. A bottle of water that costs $1 in the lobby shop will cost $8.12 from the minibar. Snacks that retail for $2 become $15.20 purchases. This isn't just markup, it's price manipulation designed to exploit captive customers. But here's where it gets truly outrageous. Documented cases exist of hotels charging guests just for opening the minibar door. Weight sensors and electronic locks trigger charges even if you don't consume anything, just for accessing the contents. The sensor technology is sophisticated. It can detect when items are moved, even if they're returned to their original positions. Some hotels charge immediately when an item is lifted, regardless of whether it's consumed. The psychological trick is the convenience factor. When you're tired, hungry, or thirsty in your room, the minibar feels like the obvious solution despite the extreme pricing. They're betting that convenience will override your price sensitivity. Room amenities like shampoo, soaps, and sewing kits should be genuinely free, unless explicitly stated otherwise. These courtesy items are factored into your room rate and are legally yours to use without additional charges. The defense is simple. Never touch the minibar unless you're prepared to pay premium prices. Bring your own snacks and drinks, or purchase them from hotel shops or nearby stores where prices are reasonable. Number 4. Overbooking system. Hotels intentionally sell more rooms than they have, and here's what happens when you're the unlucky one. The overbooking system is designed to maximize occupancy by accounting for expected cancellations and no-shows, but when everyone actually shows up, paying guests get bumped. Here's the process most guests never see. When overbooking occurs, hotels are supposed to relocate you to comparable or better accommodations and cover any price difference. They're also obligated to provide transportation and compensation for the inconvenience, but they rarely volunteer this information. The reality is often different. You might get downgraded to a cheaper hotel with promises of equivalent quality that aren't honored. The compensation offered is usually minimal, perhaps a future discount or small credit that many guests never use. The most frustrating part is the timing. Overbooking discoveries typically happen at check-in when you're tired from travel and least prepared to negotiate. Hotel staff present the situation as an unavoidable problem rather than a deliberate business strategy. Your best defense is confirmation and documentation. Call the hotel the day before arrival to confirm your reservation and ask about occupancy levels. If they're at capacity, you're at higher risk for bumping. Get your original booking confirmation in writing and know your rights before arrival. When overbooking happens, don't accept the first offer. Ask about upgrading your relocated accommodation, transportation coverage, meal vouchers, and meaningful compensation for the disruption to your travel plans. Number 5. Free upgrade secrets. You can get luxury suites without paying extra, but only if you know these insider tactics. The upgrade system isn't random luck. It's a calculated process based on loyalty status, booking strategy, and timing that you can manipulate to your advantage. Loyalty program membership is your primary weapon. Marriott Bonvoy, Hilton Honors, and similar programs prioritize upgrades for members, especially those with elite status. Even basic membership, which is free, puts you ahead of non-members in the upgrade queue. Here's the strategic booking approach. Never book the cheapest room available. Hotels rarely upgrade from their lowest tier because it creates too large a revenue gap. Instead, book a mid-tier room. This gives you upgrade potential to premium categories without massive cost jumps. Timing is everything. Off-season travel and weekday stays dramatically increase your upgrade odds because premium rooms sit empty during low-demand periods. Hotels would rather give you a free upgrade than have their best rooms unoccupied. The personal touch strategy works more often than people realize. Email the hotel directly 2-3 days before arrival. Mention if you're celebrating anything special, birthday, anniversary, honeymoon, and politely request an upgrade consideration. Many properties have discretionary upgrade authority for guest satisfaction. Arrival timing matters too. Check in during slower periods mid-afternoon rather than peak evening hours when front desk staff have more time to review upgrade options and aren't dealing with checkout rushes. Number 6. Flexible check-in out timing. Standard check-in times are just suggestions. Here's how to arrive and leave on your schedule. The 3 p.m. check-in and 11 a.m. checkout times aren't legal requirements, but business preferences that you can often circumvent with the right approach. Elite status transforms timing flexibility completely. Marriott Bonvoy Ambassador Elite members get your 24 check-in, meaning they can arrive anytime within a 24-hour window. Hyatt Globalist members receive guaranteed 9 a.m. check-in privileges, eliminating the uncertainty of room availability. Credit card benefits provide similar advantages without requiring extensive hotel stays. American Express Platinum and Chase Sapphire Reserve cards offer early check-in and late checkout privileges at partner properties, often without additional requirements beyond using the card for payment. The request strategy is simpler than most people realize. Contact the hotel directly, not through booking sites the day before arrival. Explain your travel schedule needs politely and ask about flexibility. Many properties can accommodate early arrivals if rooms are available from previous night departures. For late checkout, the key is asking at check-in rather than waiting until departure morning. Front desk staff can note your request and plan housekeeping schedules accordingly. Business travelers often check out early, leaving afternoon availability for extended stays. The worst they can say is no, but many hotels prefer accommodating reasonable requests over dealing with frustrated guests. Your politeness and advance planning often matter more than your status level. Number 7. Cancellation flexibility advantage. Always booking non-refundable rates? You're throwing money away with this simple mistake. The savings from non-refundable bookings often disappear when travel plans change, but flexible cancellation policies provide financial protection that's worth the slight price premium. Here's the smart strategy. Always filter your hotel searches to show only properties with free cancellation policies. This lets you book the best available rate immediately while maintaining the option to cancel without penalty if better deals appear or plans change. Rate monitoring becomes possible with flexible bookings. You can reserve a room at today's price, then continue watching for price drops or promotional offers. If you find better deals, cancel your original reservation and rebook at the lower rate. The cancellation timing is crucial. Most hotels require cancellation at least 24-48 hours before arrival to avoid charges. Some luxury properties require longer notice periods. Always check the specific terms and set calendar reminders to avoid automatic penalties. No-show policies are particularly expensive. If you don't cancel and simply don't arrive, hotels typically charge the full reservation amount. This policy exists because no-shows prevent hotels from reselling rooms to other guests. Travel insurance can supplement but not replace cancellation flexibility. Insurance covers specific emergencies but won't help if you simply find better deals or change your mind about destinations. The small price difference between refundable and non-refundable rates, usually $10.30 per night, is insignificant compared to losing hundreds of dollars from unexpected changes. Number 8. Direct booking benefits. Hotels give their best perks to guests who book direct, but they never advertise this preferential treatment. Third-party booking sites like Booking.com or Expedia create distance between you and the hotel, reducing your leverage for upgrades, special requests, and problem resolution. Direct booking unlocks exclusive web rates that aren't available through other channels. Hotels prefer direct bookings because they avoid paying commission fees to booking sites, so they pass some of those savings to customers through better rates and enhanced services. Here's what direct bookers receive that others don't. Priority room assignments, complimentary amenities like welcome drinks or fruit baskets, easier upgrade consideration, and flexible check-in, check-out timing. These perks aren't officially advertised, but are standard practice industry-wide. The post-booking leverage strategy works even if you've already booked through third parties. Call the hotel directly with your confirmation number and politely explain that you'd prefer to work directly with them. Many properties will match your third-party rate and add complimentary perks as incentive for future direct bookings. Customer service is dramatically better when problems arise. Direct bookings give you immediate access to hotel management, while third-party bookings often require working through booking site customer service before reaching the actual property. The loyalty program benefits only apply to direct bookings. Third-party reservations typically don't earn points or elite status credits and don't qualify for member-exclusive rates or upgrades. Revenue management systems prioritize direct bookings for upgrades, because these guests generate higher profit margins for the property. Number 9. Credit card hotel programs. Know now this Caperty. Your credit card gives you access to luxury hotel perks worth thousands, and most people never use them. Premium credit cards offer hotel benefit programs that rival elite status memberships, but cardholders often don't realize these perks exist or how to activate them. American Express Fine Hotels & Resorts is the gold standard program. Cardholders get guaranteed noon check-in instead of 3 p.m., room upgrades subject to availability, guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout, free breakfast for 2 people, and complimentary Wi-Fi. These benefits automatically trigger when you use your Amex Platinum or Centurion card for payment. The program covers over 1,000 luxury properties worldwide, including brands like Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, and independent luxury hotels. The breakfast benefit alone can save $5,100 per day at high-end properties. Chase Sapphire Reserve offers similar benefits through their Luxury Hotel-T Resort Collection, while other premium cards have partnerships with specific hotel chains that provide elite-like treatment without requiring extensive stays. Activation is automatic. Simply book through the designated booking channels and pay with your qualifying credit card. No registration or special requests needed, though mentioning your card benefits at check-in ensures staff awareness. The value calculation is significant. A typical luxury hotel stay might include $200+ in breakfast costs, $100+ in late checkout value, and potential hundreds in room upgrade value. These benefits often exceed the card's annual fee from a single trip. Most cardholders never maximize these benefits because they book through generic sites instead of program-specific booking platforms. Number 10. Off-season advantage. Travel timing is everything. Here's when hotels are desperate to please you. Off-season travel provides the ultimate leverage for upgrades, better service, and negotiated perks because hotels need to fill rooms during slow periods. Dramatic price reductions are just the beginning. Avoiding school holidays, major events, and weekends can cut room rates by 50-70%, but the real advantage is the enhanced treatment you receive when occupancy is low. Staff availability transforms your experience. During busy periods, hotel employees are stretched thin and focused on basic service delivery. Off-season travel means personalized attention, time for special requests, and staff who can actually solve problems instead of just managing them. Upgrade probability increases exponentially when premium rooms sit empty. Hotels would rather give you a free suite upgrade than have their best inventory unoccupied. The marginal cost of upgrading you is essentially zero, while the guest satisfaction impact is significant. Here's the timing strategy. Book 2-3 months in advance during off-season periods to lock in promotional rates. Then contact the hotel closer to arrival 1 week before to discuss upgrades and special requests. This approach combines advance booking discounts with last-minute upgrade opportunities. Shoulder seasons, periods between peak and off-peak, offer the best balance of good weather, reasonable crowds, and hotel flexibility. You avoid the premium pricing of peak season while still getting decent conditions. The psychological advantage is real. You feel like a VIP when you're one of few guests, rather than feeling like cattle during peak periods. Number 11. Price match guarantees. Hotels will beat any competitor's price, plus give you extra discounts, but they hope you never ask. Major hotel chains offer price-matching policies with additional bonuses, but these programs are rarely advertised and require proactive guest requests. Hilton's guarantee is particularly generous. They'll match any lower rate you find online and add an additional 25% discount on top of the matched price. This means if you find a 200 rate elsewhere, Hilton will charge you $150 after applying their Match Plus bonus policy. The comparison shopping strategy is straightforward. Search multiple booking sites, note the lowest legitimate rate available, then contact your preferred hotel chain's reservation line or website to request price matching. You need to provide specific details about where you found the lower rate. Chain-wide policies vary, but most major brands offer some form of price protection. Marriott, IHG, and other large chains have similar programs with different bonus structures. The key is understanding each chain's specific terms and procedures. Timing matters for price-matching requests. Rates fluctuate constantly, so the lower price you found might disappear by the time you make the matching request. Screenshot or document lower rates immediately when you find them. The verification process is usually automated. Hotels can quickly check competitor pricing and verify your claims, making the matching process fast and straightforward for legitimate requests. Third-party booking sites are included in most price-matching programs, but hotel direct rates typically get priority consideration and faster processing. Number 12. Incognito browsing necessity. Hotels are watching your searches and raising prices based on your interest. Here's how to stop them. Dynamic pricing algorithms track your browsing behavior through cookies and raise rates when they detect repeated searches for the same dates and locations. The price inflation mechanism is sophisticated. When you search for hotels multiple times from the same device, booking sites interpret this as strong purchase intent and gradually increase displayed rates. The algorithm assumes you're committed to booking and will pay higher prices. Cookie tracking extends beyond individual booking sites. The advertising networks that serve hotel ads across the internet share data about your search behavior, creating comprehensive profiles of your travel interests and willingness to pay premium rates. Incognito or private browsing mode prevents this tracking by not storing cookies or sharing data between browsing sessions. Each incognito session appears as a completely new user to booking sites, ensuring you see baseline pricing rather than inflated rates. Device switching provides additional protection. Searching from your phone, then your computer, then a tablet can reveal different pricing because the tracking systems see them as separate users with different behavior patterns. The price differences can be substantial. Documented cases show 20–40% higher rates for repeat searchers compared to first-time visitors viewing the same inventory. Clear your browser cookies regularly if you don't want to use incognito mode consistently, but private browsing is the most reliable protection against price manipulation. Number 13. Tourist tax surprises. That final bill includes a tax that wasn't in your booking price, and it can add up to serious money. Municipal tourist taxes are collected by hotels on behalf of local governments and can significantly impact your total cost, especially for longer stays. The tax structure varies dramatically by destination. Barcelona charges up to 12.1 per person per night at 5-star hotels, while other cities might charge 1.5 per person per night. These amounts multiply quickly for families or extended stays. Payment timing is always at the hotel, never during online booking. Tourist taxes are collected at check-in or check-out in cash or by credit card, creating surprise expenses that many travelers don't budget for properly. The calculation method differs by location. Some cities charge per person per night, others charge per room, and some have maximum stay limits where the tax stops after a certain number of nights. Children are sometimes exempt or charged reduced rates. Research destination-specific tax rates before booking to avoid checkout surprises. Tourist tax information is usually available on official city tourism websites or hotel booking confirmations, though it's often buried in fine print. The taxes fund local tourism infrastructure and services, so they're legitimate government fees rather than hotel profit centers. However, the surprise factor creates budget problems for unprepared travelers. Budget planning should include these taxes from the beginning. A week-long Barcelona stay for a family of 4 could add $300+ in tourist taxes to your hotel bill. Number 14. Room versus person pricing. Solo travelers are overpaying because they don't understand how hotel pricing really works. Hotel rooms are priced per room, not per person, except for breakfast and resort fees, meaning single travelers can book double rooms at the same cost as couples. The pricing logic makes sense from a hotel operations perspective. The cost to clean and maintain a room is essentially identical whether 1 or 2 people occupy it. Utilities, housekeeping, and amenities don't change significantly with single versus double occupancy. Space maximization becomes a significant advantage for solo travelers who understand this pricing structure. Instead of booking cramped single rooms or paying single supplements, you can reserve standard double rooms and enjoy extra space at no additional cost. Single rate myths persist because travelers assume per-person pricing from other industries like airlines or restaurants. Hotels occasionally offer single rates, but these are rarely significant discounts and often apply only to smaller, less desirable rooms. The breakfast exception is important to understand. Most hotels charge per person for breakfast, so solo travelers might save money on meal plans compared to couples, partially offsetting any accommodation cost disadvantages. Booking strategy should focus on room type and amenities rather than occupancy numbers. Choose the room that provides the space and features you want, regardless of whether it's technically designed for 1 or 2 people. Family rooms and suites follow the same principle. They're priced for the space and amenities, not the number of occupants, up to the maximum capacity. Now you know what hotel industry insiders have always known. These aren't just money-saving tips, they're your rights as a consumer that hotels hope you never discover. The hospitality industry profits from guest ignorance about fees, policies, and legal protections that could save you hundreds on every stay. Every trick you've just learned represents a real opportunity to either save money or enhance your travel experience. From avoiding illegal charges to maximizing credit card benefits, these strategies work because they're based on actual industry practices and consumer protection laws. The information asymmetry between hotels and guests is deliberate. Hotels have teams of revenue managers, legal experts, and operational specialists working to maximize profits from each reservation. As a consumer, you need equal knowledge to protect your financial interests. Implementation is key. Knowing these tricks is worthless unless you actually use them. Start with the easiest strategies like incognito browsing and direct booking, then gradually incorporate more advanced techniques like price matching and loyalty program optimization. Remember that hotel staff are often willing to help when you ask politely and show knowledge of their policies. The difference between getting perks and paying full price often comes down to simply requesting what you're entitled to receive. Your future travel budget will thank you for applying these insights. What used to be expensive, frustrating hotel experiences can become strategic opportunities to maximize value while minimizing costs.